Okay, hey everyone. I hope you can hear me. Let me just double check. Okay, hey everyone. All right, I'm there. Okay, so we're gonna play Twin Mirror. This is by Don't Nod Entertainment, the same people who brought us Remember Me, Life is Strange, most importantly, Vampire. They have another game that came out, but it wasn't on PlayStation 4, at least not yet. Maybe someday it will be. Hello, Isabella. So let's get started here with Twin Mirror. Just want to briefly mention that I have been playing that I bought Cyberpunk 2077. I didn't really experience anything too huge. I did like have like an item interface like pop up prior that just wouldn't go away, but I just had to like reload the game and then it did. But my graphics were also like really bad. Like when I looked in the mirror at my character, the features were really blurry. And then hearing what other people have been experiencing, it just turned me off to the game. So I requested for a refund. I don't think it's been processed yet, but hopefully soon. So let's just move on to Twin Mirror. Okay, and then we gotta sign away our rights, essentially, or else we can't play the game till the M is barely visible. Okay. I think that's good. Alright, select. I don't know how long this game is. It's not I'm pretty sure it's not episodic. Like the W and the M.
Skies are finally clearing up after a light rain fell most of the afternoon. The weather's approaching 49 degrees, so we've got a brisk West Virginia evening ahead of us. Wrap up tight and settle in, folks. This is 104.3 WVCK, the Basswood Sound. I'm your host, Carrie Hammond. Coming up after a short break, mental health expert Dr. Wick will discuss the recent opioid epidemic that's been affecting
Country Road. That's the one big song about West Virginia.
Don't weigh the same. Change my clothes and wash my hands. Does the well go down that low? Let me breathe and I'll let you go. I knelt down in desperation. I felt around for something real. There's a radio station playing wrong in my ear.
Lookout Point.
Time to kill before the funeral. Might as well spend it here.
Okay, so there's still some drifting going on, which you're gonna see right there. I'm not touching the controller. But with this game, I don't think it's going to be as bad as it was
This place
with
was
Visage.
always one for decisions. Somewhere for things to fall apart. Welcome back to Basswood, Sam.
The company made sure we knew how generous they were.
I came up here every chance I could. One of the all-time great views. Really makes a small town look big.
Looks like a lot of it's closed.
I'm not sure Nick would even want me at his funeral, given how I left things. Strange to think of Basswood without its mine. My hometown. It felt more imposing in my nightmares.
I remember spending entire summers on the banks, fishing with Nick.
Looks like a nice little town. Alright. Emergency phone. Directly connected to the
I
emergency
get the feeling
line.
it still sees some use, given how bad the coverage is up here.
Yeah, you need it though, just in case. Basswood Wildlife Area. Oh, there's mountain lions.
These trails were great to walk if you wanted to feel truly alone.
West Virginia's scenic mountain forests are home to deer, flying squirrels, red foxes, field mice, rabbits, and cave bats, among other animals. Bobcats, wild boars, and even black bears have been seen all over the state. Even very remote farmsteads have occasionally sighted the eastern cougar, Puma concolor, on the prowl. When hunting, carry with you any and all required permits and licenses. Do not hunt while under the influence of alcohol. Hunting is forbidden between half an hour after sunset and half an hour before sunrise.
Hunting is another tradition I could never get behind. Just don't see the appeal.
It's not for me either, but I mean, population control of wildlife isn't a bad thing.
Some of these species are endangered. She wrote an article about it.
Yeah.
A lot of people were upset when it closed, but not upset enough to fix it.
Trail closed 3 years ago due to landslide. Yeah. That's what I was like thinking of when I was looking at the view of the city. Like, landslide's got to be a problem here. Keeps hikers and hunters safe from
I left a
bears.
sandwich in it for a whole week once. Dad never let me forget it.
Ugh. Yeah, you're in bear country now. Hello, happy cheering
Used to love
Quietus
looking
and
at
five.
Basswood from up here. Helped give me perspective. Until that day.
Oh no, what day? What happened that day? Post Sugoi. What are we doing? Are we fragmenting?
Why can't the real world be as clear and peaceful as my own mind?
Basswood, rail, mine
Even if it
closure.
does mean nothing stays hidden in here. Not even me.
Okay. Optimal shot angles. You mathematic kind of guy. I wish I could think like that sometimes. It'd be nice. Alright, okay, here we go. I'm not quite sure what this is. I guess this is his mindscape. Pac-Man.
I've been meaning to ask you something. Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this.
Oh.
And yet I stopped taking his calls. He even called once the day before he died. I'll never know what he wanted to talk to me about.
I think that was his brother.
This is Anna. She works freelance. Does a lot of the human interest pieces.
What can I say? I'm interested in humans and their pieces. What do you like to write?
I gotta run to a review with Walt. You two feel free to chit-chat. And Sam, be nice.
I had never met someone so interested in others. Even in me.
Old girlfriend?
The story is important. You know I think that. It's just... people around here have short tempers and long memories. Be careful. Sam, are you even listening to me?
I heard you, Anna. But no, I wasn't listening.
Typical. Oh.
Come on, Anna, look at this.
What is it? Someone skinny dipping?
Anna, you really need to see this.
I can't even see. Something's blocking it. Sam, what are you doing?
I'm trying to be romantic.
What? Wait. Please don't tell me you're proposing.
I'm down on one knee, a ring. What else would I be doing?
Oh, seems like it's a
You
no.
look like I just ran over your grandma. Okay, the silence is really starting to scare me now. Anna, please say something.
Sam, put that away. Come on. I don't want a ring. I don't need a ring. You should know that. We've discussed it before.
Yeah.
We weren't happy. She was the one brave enough to face that. Lost in my head again. How much time did I miss?
Oh, it's not been that long. Chill. This bug. Looks like something happened here. I can't. Invisible wall. Okay. So. Oh, what's this about? Anna, the one that got away. Would my whole life be different had she said yes? Seeing her again, that's going to be hard. Yet part of me is looking forward to it. The rest of me wants to turn around and leave now. No mementos. Nick's been my friend since we were kids. My only friend. I ghosted him 2 years ago when I left Basswood. And now he's ghosting me by being dead. Oh, that's harsh. I hate how that works, but... I left Basswood 2 years ago to run away from a job at a small-time newspaper. A town full of angry people and a failed relationship. I didn't glance back. Now I'm going home to attend my best friend's funeral. What could be more fun than facing all your past mistakes at your friend's graveside, right? So it wasn't his brother, it was his friend that he became godfather to, and his daughter. Introduced a woman that he wanted to marry.
I missed the
Good thing.
funeral. Maybe it's for the best.
On the bright side, Nick's not alive for me to let him down again.
And things just fell apart. And you continue to let them fall apart.
Sorry, Walter, but I don't think I'll stick around. Given up already? Just a quick, depressing jaunt down memory lane and then you're gone? I know you think that the only thing waiting for you down there is hurt. Lots of hurt. And you might be right. But it's been 2 years. It's time to face the world. Time to adult. The good news, though, at least you don't have to do it alone.
Is this in Deadly Premonition sort of thing? I think both this and that are based off Twin Peaks. Inspired by, at least. Are you still coming? I really hope you can make the wake. It'll be at the Haven. I'm almost there. Got stuck in traffic, almost there.
Lost the signal. Some things never change.
I'm earning trophies like no other. Miners Haven parking lot. Joan Bug Waldron. Well, such a young girl to lose her dad. She like 12?
Yuli, you actually came.
It's been a while. You've gotten taller.
Can we talk?
We're talking right now.
It's cold.
Oh yeah, the driver's seat. How old is she?
So,
You left.
Joan, that's not fair.
You left.
It was more complicated than just me and you.
It's always more important than me.
Joan, listen. After Anna and I broke up, I couldn't keep living with her. I didn't have anywhere else to stay. So I moved back in with my mom, who's over in Connecticut these days.
You didn't call, text, or anything. You were just gone.
I don't know what to say to that. You're right. I wasn't in a state where I could reach out to anyone. I'm still not. If Nick hadn't died, I never would have come back.
Thanks for being honest. You're always at least honest. Listen, I wanted to talk to you about what happened to Dad. It doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have just crashed. He drove like a grandma, you know that. It's wrong. I don't buy it.
I'm just in town for the funeral, Joan. I'm not a PI or a cop.
You're the closest thing I can talk to. Will you just look into it, Muley? Please?
She wants her father's death to mean something. But where does that lead?
What
Who
if
are
it
you?
leads to the truth? That could change everything.
An hour ago, you wanted to run away. Now you want to start another investigation?
A few questions won't hurt anyone. Just tonight. To reassure her. And myself.
This is a wake. If you poke around, people may end up poking back. Okay, whatever you do, at least leave the kid out of it. It would be cruel to lead her on.
Friends don't lie to each other.
Even if it means disappointing her again. It's your call.
Okay. I'll see what I can see and all that. Gumshoe it up.
You will?
You make some good points. It doesn't fit. I hate when things don't fit.
Yeah, me too. I might just be, I don't know, crazy or something, but...
You want to know for sure. I get it.
Thanks, Muley. I should go in before my mom misses me. You better get in there, too. Can't hide in your car all night.
Who says I'm hiding out here?
I do. See you inside.
Kind of a slow start to the game. Pac-Man champions. All right. Of all people I hurt when I left Basswood, Joan is the one who least deserved it. She was just a kid, and my goddaughter. But it's a tough job to be a lonely kid's only friend. I couldn't hack it. Now that her dad died, things aren't going to get any easier for her. Angry, hurt, stubborn, hard to believe Joan was the one who nicknamed me Muley. Not that I'm looking for an excuse. I made a promise to a child that will break her heart whether I keep it or not. What if she's right about her father's death? What will that do to her? And what if I can't give her the answer she's hoping for?
Might as well talk to Walter.
Tara's
I'll have to
car.
sooner or later.
Whoever said you can judge someone by their car never met Tara.
Seems most of the Basswood Jungle crew is in attendance. Basswood police car. The force has seen better
Some
days.
of the police force stopped by. Which means most of the police force stopped by.
Small town. I don't know if I can move faster. Let me... Okay. That seems to do it. It's L2.
Yes, the cat food is under the sink. Yes, yes it is, Mother. Trust me. Oh, Samuel is here. I'll call you back. Samuel Higgs, as I live and breathe. Has it really been over 2 years? Regardless, I'm so glad you finally made it. It's good to see you. What kept you?
A trip down memory lane. I missed the funeral, but I made it to Nick's wake.
You have to bring it in for a hug. That's a Basswood back in town requirement. So good to see you. Even if I wish the circumstances were different. In times like these, we need the comforting touch of others. At least I do.
Just do it. It's harmless.
Also, have you spoken to Anna lately?
No, why?
No reason. If you get the chance, we should catch up. We should really catch up. I'll see you inside.
Okay. What do we know about him? My old boss at the paper. I'd say he taught me everything I know, but given my track record, that wouldn't be much of a compliment. I always thought Walter was the decent sort, the rare breed who truly believes his job is to serve the community. Seeing the old Joker was nicer than I'd expected. Alright. Look.
I'm not ready for this.
Well, we got no choice but to go in.
Here we go.
No, we gotta load. We gotta load the barn. Kind of ruins the vibe, huh? Oh, it's a part. Well, it is a wake. So I shouldn't be expecting a fiesta or anything like that.
Mr. Samuel Higgs, big shot investigative reporter.
Didn't think you'd ever be back in here.
I'd gladly slash your tires. But that mean you couldn't leave town. And you are leaving town right after this, right?
Just really embracing those hick stereotypes, huh, Joel?
Gentlemen. We get you good old boys another round.
Mighty kind of you, Declan.
You're not worth it, Higgs. Making friends already, I see.
Hey, I'm not the problem.
Declan, been a while.
Hey, careful. I'd rather not be working tonight. And you always seem to angry up everyone's blood.
Joel started it. I was just standing here.
Well, he started it, and if you push him, he'll finish it. You watch yourself.
I think it's time I go put up a photo at the memorial board. That's what people do, right?
Someone just left their purse unattended. Swipe.
That's the guy who got the mine closed.
I can't believe he showed up after what happened.
Oh, that's why they hate me. Hasn't been replaced
That's
in
where Nick and I
decades.
sat every time he dragged me out for drinks after work.
I cost everyone their job.
Sammy! Oh, it's been ages.
Tara?
Oh, me? I've had this stomach thing lately, always churning. And this thing with Nick, his car went up like a Sunday ham. He burned alive, you know. Have you met Hugh? He took over the old pharmacy just after you left.
No.
The infamous Sam. I've read that article you wrote on the mine. You must have put in a lot of legwork on that.
It took a lot of research.
It took reading thousands of public records, but a pattern emerged of willful negligence.
You are a bulldog. A dangerous man to anyone using power to exploit others.
That's nice of you to say.
Now, don't hesitate to drop by the pharmacy sometime.
Oh, and Sam, you...
But for now, I have a feeling you're not here for us.
Oh, right. Don't be a stranger, Sam.
Capping. So as I said, I still got the drift going on, so that's why he's kind of meandering.
Declan lacks subtlety, but he loves this town like no one else.
So, Sam, how's life been treating you?
The same way it treats everyone. Some days are better than others.
That's pretty optimistic, coming from you.
I try.
You staying in town long?
Not really. Why? You think I'm gonna disturb the peace or something?
Huh. Wouldn't be your first time. Have a nice evening, Sam.
Collection. Alcohols from all over the country. Ethan likes to show off.
Not really. You just quoted him a couple of times, and
Walter can be overwhelming at times, but he means well.
Then you should read Great Expectations. It's a masterpiece, plain and simple.
Ugh, no.
So, I had to throw them all out on their ear, and only then did I realize...
Ah, Samuel, my favorite ex-muckracker. Join us, join us.
How was the funeral?
Wasn't there. Setting up for this.
Everyone came, most of the town, it felt like. A sea of sad, wet eyes. I gave the eulogy. Felt hollow. So hollow. He worked for me for years. For years, my best reporter. What do you even say about him?
Remember that article? Something about stoplights? No one cared, but he did. Months of effort.
Yield signs. He approached each story with his pen like a knight wielding a sword.
It's the small things. Like he always kept his window down. Said cars made him claustrophobic. That's how he stays with us. The little details.
I remember the bar bets about that safe spot at Pac-Man. He got me one night.
Yeah, got me once too. Can't believe it's real.
Enough about Nicholas, enough. Tell me, how have you been, Sam? How have you really been?
Got a new start and new perspectives. I'm helping my mother with her garden. I've been volunteering.
Terrific to hear, my boy. Terrific to hear.
Well, I think I've taken enough of your gents' time.
Go, mingle, circulate, but you must join us for an actual round later. You must.
Oh, Walter, can I ask you something?
Questions are the fountainhead of knowledge.
Nick's crash. Was there anything suspicious about it?
I asked myself the same thing. The very same thing. It did seem odd. Young Nicholas, a careful man in all things, including driving. I looked into it myself. You know what I found?
What?
A tragic accident with nothing amiss. I am both relieved and saddened to say.
Ah.
Life is rarely like a crime thriller, and while I don't mind you asking, some might find it a distasteful conversation at a man's memorial. Especially from you.
I'll, keep that in mind.
Yeah.
See that you do, my boy. See that you do.
They don't really like me.
He's owned this bar for almost a decade and still can't afford another employee.
Oh my goodness. Bartending ain't easy. No one allowed back there but Ethan.
So tragic what happened to Nick. The details are horrible. They think he didn't die on impact. Instead, he roasted to death. Not enough to damage the bones, but, you know, not a pretty sight.
Okay.
Unless you're into that kind of thing, of course. I didn't mean to be rude, Sam.
I don't know if that's the sort of thing you want to be, like, gossiping about at a wake.
It's all right, Tara. I don't like the sight of dead, burned people.
Oh, thank God. I wouldn't want to be rude on a day like this. Poor Sam. It's you. I mean, I don't. Why would I? It's not my job you destroyed. You're not the cause of all my problems. I mean, that's what you did for pretty much all of Basswood, but not to me.
Okay.
So, I don't hate you.
Thanks for the confidence booster, Tara. I'll see you around.
Jesus, this woman is a lot. Darts.
Some people can play this game drunk. Anna was best at 3 beers.
All right, let's talk to Kathy.
Kathy,
Sam, you actually came.
it's been too long, Kathy.
Has it? Joan was really hurt when you left town. Nick and I were never close after the breakup, and Joan's never had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Maybe don't break her heart this time when you leave town. All right?
Your daughter thinks Nick's crash doesn't make sense.
She's a little girl who lost her father. She's confused right now. Don't you go encouraging her, or worse, putting those thoughts in her head. I frankly thought you knew better.
Do you think she has a point?
I think you should stay away from her.
All right.
Sorry we lost touch. Sorry I lost touch. Rest up, big guy. Happier times. We drove straight to the sea after work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend. Bug was so small back then. He was more her best friend than a dad. Those two were a great team. I wonder who took that picture. This photo always looked weird. Nick could never keep a straight face.
I think I looked at...
Look at us.
Yep. Do you think we're done here?
Samuel, guess I lost the bet.
Bet?
Yeah, that bet you'd never come back to Basswood. Not after you went careening out of town like a bat out of hell the instant that article broke bad.
Okay, I'll bite. Tell me, Dennis, who did you have a standing bet with?
Myself. So I guess I also won.
What are you even doing here, Dennis? You and Nick become friends or something?
Nope. He thought I was a drunk, which I am. And I thought he was a hack, which he was.
This coming from the IT guy. Didn't know resetting passwords could give you a journalism degree.
It can. But it does give me less patience for people who sling mud my way.
Oh my... Okay.
Relax. I'm just playing. At least tell me how you been.
Yeah, like you'd care.
Not too much. But suit yourself if you want to be like that. Anyway, cheers to Nick. A man that, unlike us, people actually liked. Speaking of which...
Anna?
Sam! I've missed you. Why did it take so long for you to darken my doorstep?
Well, I'm here now. I'll have to try and come by more often. That's what I'm supposed to say, right? Even if not everyone around here would like it.
People around here have short tempers.
And long memories.
But most of them mean well. Sam, the mine was gonna close anyways. Maybe in a year or 2, 5, if the Lord has a sense of humor. It was gonna run dry or have an even bigger disaster. It wasn't your fault.
I wish everyone else understood that.
People are scared. Mad. You were easy to blame. When my father lost his legs, nobody knew the mine wasn't following regulations. You were the only one who started asking questions. Whenever people talk about you, he always says, you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, your dad's Joe. He's an oak. Unmoving and annoyingly supportive.
It wasn't just him. Nick thought your piece was great. He was actually jealous. He always wanted to write something that shook the pillars of heaven, as he used to put it. You know, Nick and I had moved in together. Started to get serious.
Oh.
But I think it's only now I realize how much I cared for him.
So Nick started dating the girl you proposed to. And who introduced you to her? That's, yeah. Some drama.
But you and Nick started going out? When did this happen?
A few months ago. He never told you? He asked me to let him be the one to say something. You two had been so close.
He probably tried. I hadn't been answering his calls.
Ah. That's the worst part, right? Anything broken just stays broken now. But this was all nice. The funeral, the wake. Walter did a good job. But it all just makes me feel heavy. It makes my heart hurt. Like Nick's memory has been laid on top of me and I'm still carrying him.
I'm gonna just be a dick.
Nick's death. Do you know if he had any enemies? Working on anything dangerous? Whew. Now this is a real can of worms.
This is a wake.
I know that.
Do you? This isn't the time to be digging and pushing. You always do this. You always... I get it. I just... You're still you, huh? You'll always still be you, Sam. I hope you never change, but I can't handle this right now. I'm gonna go home. I hate that his stuff is all over my house. Then drink and cry all night. You do what you need to do. See you around.
Samuel, come. Have a round with me.
I need a drink or two.
Okay.
Or 3. And then I'll go. Walter can be overwhelming at times, but he means well.
Okay. Oh, beer. There's my beer.
So, Nick wasn't drunk, and me? I was drunk as a skunk.
Ah, Samuel, join us. We were just sharing stories about dear Nicholas. And let me get your next round. Maybe Ethan has a suggestion for a worthy spirit?
Ah, spirits? Oh, no. Friends drink beer.
Yes, I suppose that's fitting. To dear Nicholas.
Yeah, he'd been coming in a lot lately. Sat right there. With a bad dad joke or two.
With friends, I guess? Maybe Anna.
Well, by himself with his laptop as his date.
He never drank alone.
You two were close, though, right? Tell me about the man outside the bar.
He had a terrible memory. Couldn't remember names, dates, passwords. Kept his notes squirreled around him like a hoard.
I don't know. I hadn't spoken to him in almost 2 years. I cut this whole town out of my life, and now it's like I'm a stranger.
This place is in your blood. It's like an old glove. You have to give it time. The friend of man, the friend of truth. The friend of age, and guide of youth. Few hearts like his with virtue warmed. Few hearts with knowledge so informed. If there's another world, he lives in bliss. If there is none, he made the best of this.
Burns. That from your eulogy?
You know Robert Burns? And no, just something I keep on hand for toasts.
Oh, it's a good choice. And sorry about that, Sam. I wasn't trying to bring you down.
I'm the one dwelling on these things.
Wakes get sad. Very sad. Death and drinking is a heady brew.
Still, I'm showing jealousy for a dead man. Not the best look.
Some would say being honest with yourself is the only way to honor friends. How's the family taking it?
Joan and Kathy seem shaken. Kathy has a lot to deal with, now more than ever. And who could prepare for losing a parent? Not a soul. Not a single soul.
It always seemed so easy for him. Every day he'd show up, smile, no matter what.
Of the qualities in a good man, that one deserves to be at the top.
Not a quality I possess.
This isn't a place for self-pity. This is a place for dour reflection.
Yes, and drinking.
To Nick, he was my friend. He will be missed, but not forgotten.
Hear, hear.
Put that down! Kathy, what's your underage child doing drinking? You have no control over her? Anything could lose his license.
I wasn't doing anything! Don't touch me!
Joan!
Leave me alone.
You guys are all so stupid!
You do not talk to people that way. I'm sorry, everyone. She's just so...
That was quite heavy-handed. I hope the little one doesn't take it to heart.
I can't even read one of the options. Yeah, Declan was harsh.
Declan sure came at her with both barrels. Joan's tough, though. She'll be okay.
What? This is just a little weird. I know what they're trying to do, but it just looks odd.
What a night! I'd say that went well. Ish. You got to chat with everyone you've been avoiding. Even if Joan got inside your head with her whole dad mystery death thing. Just shut up. Coming back to Basswood was your idea. You're the one in the driver's seat, Sam. I can't make you do anything. Deep down, you've been looking for a reason to come back.
He's right.
It's gonna be one of those long nights inside your head, huh? Stop pushing me. Stop always poking at me. You just won't quit. I'm trying to help. And helpful tip, number 602, beer doesn't solve any of this. You're back out in the world, feeling emotions, fitting in. That's progress.
Fuck the world. Pointless talking and more talking, and no one says what they mean. Go away. Let me enjoy being miserable.
Just try and make sure you don't do anything stupid. No promises.
I am curious about this other aspect of his head. I don't really know what else to refer to it as. I guess the twin in the mirror? I don't know. It's kind of a slow start to a game, to be quite honest. That doesn't mean I don't want to see where this goes, though.
Hello? Checkout was at 9. Sir, we need the room.
No, stay out.
You have 10 minutes before we charge you for another day.
Okay. What kind of monsters have a checkout at 9?
Fairly reasonable.
What happened last night? Oh, my head. Pills plus drinking. That was not my best idea. Did I black out or what? I can't think straight. I need some water on my face. Clear it up. Late for checkout. They can wait a bit more.
What kind of pills do you take?
Oh, my head. How many of these did I take?
Oh, God.
God, what a headache. I feel like a small jackhammer in my left temple.
Okay. Just get some water on the face.
I already feel more human. Now, where did I put my shirt?
I was at least hoping I'd look better than I feel.
Ugh. Nope, never.
Even sober, I'd never put my shirt back in the bag.
Sorry, moving.
If my jacket's here, my shirt can't be far.
Is it underneath it?
Didn't even get under the covers. Glad I even made it to the bed.
Could it be in the fridge?
Please let there be water.
Just beer. And whatever that is. Central some or other. Oh, there's a bottle.
Is that... No, that's
Vodka.
not water. That is vodka, the opposite of water.
Snacks.
No, no food. I'll just throw it all up. No, no more beer. I need water.
Looks like they got some soda, though. Okay, there's
No
nothing
water,
else.
of course.
Okay, he's walking slow, super slow. There we go, picking it up. Can we look under the bed? Is it in the toilet? It's in the bathtub. Oh! The hell happened?
That's not good. That's... What did I do?
Calm down, we don't know what happened. We're gonna try to recollect what happened in our mind. That's interesting.
Sam, be more careful. Breathe. Focus.
Oh, I'm not supposed to run into those, I think. I don't know what those are.
Find the way to calm down.
Okay, this is bizarre. Steady yourself. Still behind me. Danger behind you. I'm a killer. Prison. You're a murderer. Give in. I try to avoid it.
Sam, focus. You have to find the right door. You need to steady yourself.
How do I know what's the right door? Oh, he's close. I don't...
Sam, focus. You have to find the right door. You need to steady yourself.
I ran into the one that said steady yourself, and that didn't do anything. I'm trying to avoid the doors. I am. It's not that easy when you have a drifting controller. Stop, move away from it.
Sam, focus. You have to find the right door. You need to steady yourself. Samuel, focus. Focus on anything other than the fear.
I don't know what happened.
You're doing good. Really good. You're almost there.
Focus. Choose. Act. Deliberately. Get far away. Don't think. Just go. Far as fast as I can. Hide. It's never happened. Going on. If I run, I'll keep running. When you face what happened. Answers. Yes, answers. Good or bad, I need answers. I know what you're thinking. Stop thinking that. Pills and alcohol? You're lucky enough you didn't wake up dead. I need to know what happened last night. The last place I remember is the bar, so I'll start there. The squeaky nail gets hammered down. Maybe don't play lone wolf detective. I'm gonna take it slow and be cautious, don't worry. Yeah, telling people not to worry always works. I can't just run from whatever this is. So either help me or get out of my head. It's your life, Sam. I just live here.
Could they? Could they be worse? Oh man, we've only been streaming an hour or so? Feels longer.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. Do you really think breaking and entering is a good idea? Used Ethan's hidden spare key, no breaking involved. I don't know if he'll see it that way. I could wait for the bar to open, or I could look for answers. I picked the latter.
Alright, so we got all these people. What does the percentage mean? Is that how we compare to others? I guess I'm in the majority of a couple things. Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, I'm going to end it there. I mean, it's kind of a slow start, to be quite honest, but I mean, I want to see what happens. I want to know what exactly happened last night. We'll figure that out next time. I don't know when I will be back at this. Tomorrow I have something going on. I do want to get some recording done as well for a gig. Something really small, won't take long. I may or may not be doing something Monday. Probably not, because I haven't heard back. But hopefully we'll be following up soon. In terms of the search for my new apartment, I found a place, signed a lease today, so I'll be moving to it early January. In just about 2 to 3 weeks. So that's happening. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching. See you guys again very soon. And we'll figure out what the hell happened to Sam.